Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. You talk about this Giant defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Play action. It's Smith. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Big play from a big man. Kayvon Thibodeau off the edge and dropping him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Dancing to his left. Left side complete to Lockett. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. A shotgun snap for Smith. Forced out to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Giants. 52 yards. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11.
But
across the formation. He's got a man. That's Allen.
Down the right sideline. Into space at the 45. He's on his way.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Campbell downfield.
A poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10.
At their own 27. Now a throw here to his running back. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Here's Smith. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
The former first-rounder put it all together in 2022 with career highs across the board and cemented himself as one of the faces of the Giants' defense after an all-pro season.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
So he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Throwing Jones. Buying time to his left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now Gino on first down. Short throw to Disley. And some room to roam now.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Now Smith. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
From the red zone now, Smith.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
And now Smith going to change the play.
Throwing now is Gino.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Gino down to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Geno Smith, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Yeah, I know.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Jones throw complete here to Waller.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Jones sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, he's going to float this over the middle, deep.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
I need a big play.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
2nd and 10, Smith again. And Walker has it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On a determined run there as he's going to take it.
Hey, let me know how Gino at 91 already, bro. Y'all boys got to stop this cheating. I just thought about it. I'm like, Gino throwing like that? Bro, you can AR. I done AR Geno Smith plenty of times in the league. He won't be a 91 like that right now. His overall too low. Yo, relax. One of your homeboys is something. I'm telling you, Doc. I just thought about it. I'm like, I seen you a hot route with him. I said, what the hell?
It's all the way down near the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half. But
Okay, no, I'm just asking because I done had him plenty of times. He went from he had a low overall to go to a 91 already. This is the 3rd game of the season.
So the drive takes him into
He was 81?
territory now, 1st and 10 at the
Nah, we playing ball, man. It's good. It's great. I'm just asking a question.
And this time not quite to
I thought you were getting your Elijah on, that's all.
31-yard line.
Hey, I thought you were getting your Elijah on, gang. That's it.
Because they're playing this game now, and they're
Yes.
this is ball
One of my fans, man.
sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Again, it's Walker.
God damn. Picked the wrong defense. Cool.
He will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the
And one of my fans on YouTube, they're a big Seahawks fan. So he always go crazy when he see me playing the Seahawks.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And now to
He a cheerleader right now on my post.
at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, man, he one of my fans, man.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown.
I can't run the ball. That's crazy.
Where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce
What?
in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem.
For your game?
Now, can they get better play from their
Your controller's not charged?
continue to score on offense?
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks
Well, man, giving you everything.
got the football, and they start right on the edge
Oh,
of the red zone.
man, give him everything.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes.
Hey, don't worry about it, Zoe. Hey, hey, Zoe, you on? Cause I can jump on P5 after this and beat you. Says you want to talk, fat mouth.
1st and 10, Smith. Flush to his right. This will be caught just inside.
The man playing man and he ain't. Oh,
Seahawks.
they got to stop that.
Will Disley, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks get another
You on, Zoe?
touchdown to add on to that.
Oh, you at work still?
Myers connects on the PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out.
All right, so load up, man. It's almost over with. Play real quick before I go to football practice. Cause you got a lot to talk about. You got a lot to laugh about. You'll be on YouTube today. You know it, and you know P5 different now, Zoe. It's a P4 league. Cupcake league. They help these guys out on this league. You're on your own on P4.
Score here. This one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people
Look at this.
think about scoring beating the traffic in order to
What'd you
get
say?
over to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole
I started a P5 league, but I think I only played one game. Then he like in probably week 5 or something. But nah, I was somebody else. He on the 5 too.
In a league that we talk about
I was telling him, look at this. Dang, Jones just sucks. Tackle at least. I was telling him to load up. We gonna play head to head. The one who like the Seahawks.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Yeah, it's different, bro. It's more realistic.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
They usually do not play like that. P5, he wouldn't have been able to stop on the dime like he just did. Been a pick six going the opposite way.
People around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Now a battle for the football.
Hey, what DK at?
Touchdown. Tyler Lockett.
Where you send him at?
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So you got Jair and the rest of them?
Extra point.
And your other two DBs still?
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Oh, James. From the Chargers?
To boot it away.
Oh, so that's why his defense pretty tough.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there.
Yeah. I mean, Darren James for Quandé and Julian Love is worth it.
Ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football.
He will not throw the ball, bro.
In this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
I think this play might be
on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Yes, sir.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Got a man, Slayton. He's across midfield. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton,
oh, for your more control.
73 yards.
Oh.
And the Giants get a bit closer. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy call.
Because this is a PlayStation 5 more control. You need to get the one for the PlayStation 4 more control.
He's in the end zone.
Yeah, I told you to take care of your stuff. I think that's it right here. Try this one. Then that one work. Hold on. Alright, try that one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
That defense in the hand. Okay, that's good enough.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
They start watching, we'll be all right.
Pickup of 8.
They watch.
2 to go on 2nd down. Smith here, and audible at the line. Now Gino. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And Lockett going to pick up
the
first down as he'll get this up to midfield. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. A fork?
From the 50, it's Smith. And this will be incomplete.
physical play.
But they hit stick on one of them, boy.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown.
Fast.
A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion.
So that ain't hammer, damn it.
Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
You want to throw the ball in the hole. Ain't nothing I can do about that, coach.
The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
You know I don't quit, so I'm let him get his stuff.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And that's going to be
Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. In motion right is a running back. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some points.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard.
No, that wasn't no use.
And it's been ugly from the get-go. Smith now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's
that's useful.
Picked up by Josh Jones. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game.
And my goodness,
that was useful. That was useful. He just did.
Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
They usually call me the user pick king clamp, so they were like, oh yeah, so I think we got a new user pick king or whatnot.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 79 yards rushing for him.
Yeah, they call me user pick king, but I say the dude that's a Seahawks fan, he just posted on that. He's like, oh, I think he the user pick king or something like that, saying you.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Yeah, one of my biggest fans, man.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, He's the guy they turn to, and it doesn't matter what the defense.
I gotta revamp this team, though. Missing a lot.
Keep picking up good yardage.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now, Smith. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders...
Oh, yeah, man. Y'all boys lay around. Got some content coming out. Well, not content. I got some... I did the content thing already. I got some new merchandise coming out for y'all boys. So it's a tough game for me, this one, man. GG's in the chat for Clamp. Why Clamp? He did his thing. He stepped up to the plate. Yeah, it's a tough game for me, man. But win, lose, or draw, man, we gonna stay in it.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he couldn't get it.
So shout out to Cole for Zoe, aka Seahawks fan. He just put on there, I've been waiting for you to lose. So be a fan and a hate at the same time. Y'all know the deal. Y'all know the vibes, man. But yeah. Like I was saying, I got some new merchandise coming out. So y'all stay around. It's gonna be like hashtag garbage juice, hashtag trap meat, stuff like that. The usual. So y'all support your boy, man. I'm actually doing I'm gonna be giving away P4 and P5 Madden for a drawing I'm doing, so I'll let y'all know.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Work to be done here.
So you said you be on, so you be on YouTube and stuff too? I know. You be on YouTube too or no?
Looking to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Let's see what they have drawn up here.
One more time, we want to say GG's to Clamp. He did his thing, man. You got cats in this league inside the chat right now saying they've been waiting on me to lose. Stuff like that, you know what I mean? Bad though. Can't let them score right now. I can't let them get that. So, good game, bro.
Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scores.
Shout out to Cold Soul, man. Load up, man. You next. That's right.
It was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.